Hello, what's up, family? What is up? Today is November 4th, and Move Mondays almost got away from me. Move Mondays almost got away from me. So many things to do today, and I can imagine I'm not the only one that had a busy day today. But I happened to look up, and I was thinking about a few things, and I was like, oh my gosh, I almost forgot to do Move Mondays. And my goal is to be back on track every Monday. So I could use your guys' help with that. So if you could, the first thing I need you to do as you're watching this video is to drop a line to answer this question, which is I'm trying to decide on, hey Vivian, thanks for watching. Happy Monday to you. How was your weekend and how is your Monday today? The first question that I want to ask everyone is what time works best for you to tune into Mood Mondays? And when I say tune in, I mean tune in this way, in a live way. What I'm going to try to do, I usually do it at like a random time, but I want to choose a specific time so that I can get the most people, that are able to engage and watch. I know different people. Hey, Dr. Barry, happy Monday to you. How was your Monday? How was your weekend? I don't expect to get everybody as far as being able to hang out with a brother and catch up. This is really about engaging with my family, my people, my friends, which are you. And being able to just check in, see how you're doing. So please offer all of your thoughts as far as how your weekend was. How was your Monday today? Was it good? Was it not so good? What was good about it if it was? Happy birthday to all the Monday birthday babies, the November 4th babies. But yeah, I want to take a poll. So even if you could right now, the couple people that are watching and everybody that replays this afterwards, just drop a line real quick with what's the best time for you to be able to tune in on Mondays to be able to hang with me live based on your schedule, your work schedule, or your schedule with your children, like whatever your responsibilities are. Drop a line. Let me know what time frame of the morning, afternoon, or evening, what works best for you. And what I'm going to try to do probably is just look at all the times that people, put in the comment section and then decide on a time that fits the majority. So if you could help me out with that, because I want to decide on a time, but I want to do a time where I can, have a good amount of people to be able to chat with. So yeah, other than that, my weekend was pretty phenomenal. And that's why I want to hear about your weekend too. This is a time for us to just share. And I like to hear what's on your mind. This isn't a time for me to sell anything or tell you to do anything for me. I am going to tell you about something coming up that I think will be in your benefit to attend. It's a free event. But this is just to commune with my people. So my weekend was pretty cool. Friday night was First Fridays at the UB Blake Center. Hey Jermaine, thanks for watching. Happy Monday to you. Drop a line, let me know how your weekend was or how your Monday is going so far. First Fridays at the UB Blake Center. Hey Mark, thanks for watching. I was on Friday, I was with Clarence Ward. Have a lot of good times with Clarence Ward and the group that feel good. Really honored to play with this brother. I really look at him as a legend, as someone who's just on his way, and I'm just honored to be able to be a part of the collaboration, to be a member of the group at this point. So that was First Fridays at the UB Blake Center, and for anybody that's in the Baltimore or even surrounding areas, every First Friday is a free event at the UB Blake Center. And my best friend of the last 18 years, it's coming up on, that's crazy, it's almost 2 decades, Kier Johnson is the new artistic director there. Not autistic director, artistic, I'm sorry. And he's the new director there. And he and his team, Purple Honey Music, I mean, they're giving that place a facelift. And I told him, I don't know who's been there prior to him, but for all the years that I've been there, I feel like he's the first actual artistic director, um, because of just how his mind works. We've kind of grown up together as producers and musicians over the past 18 years. Hey, Barbara, thanks for watching. Mark and Barbara, let me know how your weekend was. Somebody let me know how your weekend was. I haven't heard a word from anybody. Just want to know, was it good? Was it not good? And how was your Monday today? Somebody drop me a line so I can feel like I'm not talking to myself. But Kier Johnson and his team, Purple Honey, are doing an amazing job down there at the UB Blake Center. And one of the coolest things is that on the fourth floor, if you've ever been to the fourth floor, they're revamping the fourth floor, something that they've been wanting to do for a while. And they just did the first couple of installments, and already the whole room is looking and feeling different. I posted some pictures of the new wall, wall behind the stage, and the concept that Kier came up with was to do legendary albums from all different genres, jazz, soul, R&B, the whole nine. And it is a really cool concept and collage of just the various greats of our time and the time of the recent past. So I'm going to actually post a few more pictures, and the goal will be to look at the pictures and see if you can point out the hits. Like, just look at how all these hits are lined up. It's really, really cool. So I was really honored to be a part of the first performances, the first performance actually in that new space and with the new backdrop. It was cool as hell. If you didn't see it, check out my live stream video from this past weekend. You'll be able to tell because it's just a collage. Let's see. I'm sorry, my phone is asking me some questions. Okay, so yeah, so that was Friday, and then Saturday we were right back there again at the UB Blake Center. This time with the beautiful, wonderful, talented, just showstopper April Sampay. Shout out to April. I'm actually gonna tag her in this since I was talking about her behind her back in a good way. That is, my Taurus sister. So yeah, April Sampay just always shuts the house down. And it's kind of funny. I have a confession to make, and I told April this too. A buddy of mine let me hear an album from April, like maybe 3-4, well, more than 3 years ago now, maybe 5 or 6 years ago. And I thought the album was okay, and he just kept saying, like, man, you got to see her live, Hey, Ashley, thanks for watching. Happy Monday to you. How was your Monday? How was your weekend? Hey, Jan. Come on, Jan. I need you, Jan. I need you in this moment. So nobody has said anything to me about how their weekend or how their Monday was. So I feel like I'm talking to myself. Jan, how was your weekend? How was your Monday? And y'all, I know I can count on Jan. So Jan's going to show y'all how to do this thing. It's called talking back. Hey, Jan, there you go. So I was telling everybody, Jan, that this time for me isn't about, just me marketing or promoting or telling about what I'm doing. It's really to engage with the people. I really actually care to know how you all are doing. How was your weekend? How was your Monday? Did it suck? Was it okay? So talk back to a brother. So anyway, but yeah, so I pretty much underestimated April Sampay, but it was because I only heard the album, and April's live performance is just showstopper. I mean, like April is so dynamic, so talented, and I feel like, I always have a good time because my specialty is just kind of off the cuff, live, being able to create the moment. And I feel like April is incredible at that. So shout out to April Sampay, one of the greatest. Thanks a lot, Dr. Berry. Very, very busy packing to move. So Dr. Berry, I saw your post recently. I can't remember what state. I have a friend moving to Texas. I don't think that was you, but I knew it was somewhere. Keep me posted. Let me know. My heart is definitely with you, as you go about these different changes and that kind of thing, and so I want to support you and just really, have you in my thoughts. And if there's anything that I'm able to do, yeah, drop a line, keep me posted. even sharing your situation, that kind of thing. So yeah, but anyway, that was Saturday. Great time with 8% Pay. The live stream videos on my page, and then Sunday, I was a guest musician at the Towson Unitarian Universalist Church, and this is my first time actually there, like during a Sunday service. The band performed there. My band performed there about 2015. So 4 years ago. Thanks a lot, Dr. Berry. 4 years ago, we performed there, evening concert. And so this is my first time being there as a guest musician. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. For so many reasons, and I guess I want to use this as a moment to just kind of speak to everyone on a broader topic that I think is positive for everyone. I think it's something we can all hear and use. It is of the utmost importance for you to be in spaces and places where it really brings you the most joy, the most happiness. Not only in those spaces, but doing what you want to do the most, in the way that you want to do it. So whatever that space is, right? So Dr. Barry, I hope you're moving to a space where you feel like you can be comfortable, safe, you can be yourself, you can be fully expressed. Jan, I hope that you're in that place. Yeah. And so Dr. Barry says, nice room. What room, Dr. Barry? Give me some context so I can relate to you. So, yeah, it's just important. And I'm saying that because, there are times, like right now, and I'm doing some things that I enjoy, and that really feed me. Hey, Isaiah, happy Monday to you, man. How's your day going today? Some things, some places and spaces where I am that really feed me as a person, as an individual, as a musician, as a creator, as a creative, as a thinker, that whole nine. And then some places where I'm spending my time where it doesn't feed me. And this is just the ebbs and flows of all of our lives, right? Especially when it comes down to working and, making a living. But the thing that I'm realizing more evidently and obviously in this portion of my life. Hey, David, how you doing, bro? Thanks for watching, man. Happy Monday to you. The thing I'm realizing more importantly than ever is that your health depends on you being in places and spaces that really feed you, that really are of your liking. Yeah, Dr. Berry, for sure. In fact, I'm going to jump right back to that. You need to be in spaces in life, whether it's workspaces, whether it's, the time that you spend for your, what do we call it, your extracurricular time, whatever it is. You need to be in spaces that really feed you as a person, mentally, physically, emotionally. And you need to, by any means necessary, get into those places, and all the places where you aren't happy or brings you anxiety or it's tough for you, or you don't feel fully expressed, or you aren't really being fed by the environment. You need to get out of those spaces. Now, I know it's easier said than done, so I'm not trying to oversimplify this thing. Like, there's many times where we are in places and spaces because we just have to take care of business, or we have to do certain things. So that's the obvious, right? But I'm realizing how much your health depends on you being in places where you have good vibes and where you are feeling good. So yeah, I was at the Towson UU church, and one of the coolest things about being in a place like that is that I put on Facebook, in fact, earlier this day, I said, when you are, in fact, let me see if I could read it to you all so I can read it verbatim, just in case you didn't see it, right? I said, when you're introduced as a guest musician and they get to the part that you're a secular humanist and the whole audience goes, nice, sweet, etc. It feels so good when you feel appreciated, understood, and identified with. Thanks, Towson Unitarian Universalist Church. Looking forward to coming back and sharing again real soon. So it's not the first time I've ever been. Hey, Gordon, thanks for watching, bro. Happy Monday to you. How you doing today? Not the first time I've ever been, in a Unitarian center or what have you. In fact, Our bass player, Blue, we spent a lot of time at the Columbia Unitarian Center, so I'm very familiar with it. It's just that recently I've had to be in spaces that are not necessarily coming from that perspective, or perspective that's more so lines up with my own perspective. That will be changing really soon, because I'm reminded more and more these days, especially when I've been dealing with different things with my health and that kind of thing. Like, things literally change when I'm in spaces where I'm fully expressed, or where I'm happy, or where it feeds me. And when I'm in places that I'm not, and it brings me anxiety, or I'm just tolerating the space in order for some other goal that I need to, it's just not it's just not good. And so, now, even above just like financial means, and other means of like doing what I gotta do, like I'm working hard now, even more so, to be in spaces and places that are conducive exactly to who I am and what I want and how I want to experience it. So being at Towson UU Church was real cool, because anytime I'm in a place where, first of all, I can share my own personal music, and it's fully expressed, and it's in a way where, from the deepest depths of where I'm coming from as an artist and musician, the people get it, right? The people just, they get it on that level. They get it right in the deepest seats of like where it's coming from in me as a person. That is over the top fulfilling, and there is nothing that can replace that. No amount of money or anything else. And so, yeah, that's just it. And so now I'll probably be going back to a formula that I had, that I gone to a couple years ago, or that was my flow a couple years ago, where I'll be traveling around to different spaces where mentally I'm way more connected with the people. The level of sophistication and intelligence matches my own, from the perspective of the people just really getting, and not even just getting it. Let me also add another thing to it. Like, for me as a musician, I feel fully expressed at this point when the music is just one small part of the pie, as far as my connection with the people and giving my greatest gifts. Like, now I'm almost looking at the music as a conduit. As deep as music is to me, it's a conduit to then step off the stage and connect deeply with the people. My most fully expressed self is in a form of being able to care for people, care about them, show them appreciation, with all the wealth of knowledge and experience and information that I have, being able to dialogue and enhance, someone's level of education or information or experience or what have you. And then same thing, vice versa, on my own, because I'm always a person that's about growing and learning and just figuring out the next thing to be able to download into my system to just, I'm a study freak. Like for some people, money and material things, are gold to them. Education is gold to me. Learning something that I didn't know, that kind of thing. So yeah, I had a great time on Sunday, with the people, and it's not too many places where you can be where, you can be introduced as a secular humanist, and like the whole crowd gets it, and so, yeah, I have to have more spaces like that. I have to have more places and spaces. So sharing the music, I played Yellows of Spring, and I played Home, and a few other pieces, and I just I just felt fully expressed, and the people got it all the way down to the core. And that for me is the place where I'm living from now. So I'll be looking for as many spaces and places, and I'm grateful to all of you all who give me that experience and feeling, whether it's online with something that I share or in a live performance and that kind of thing. So look out for more of that. I'm on some like by any means, goddamn it, necessary. Being in places that really, really feed me and make me happy. And that's just it, you know. So that was Sunday, right? Yeah, I appreciate it, Dr. Berry. I agree. I totally appreciate it. So yeah, with that, a couple other things. Um, Again, if you all, you know, those that are watching now, if you could tell me what's the best time for you to tune in to Mood Mondays, like what's the time frame during the course of your Monday where you know every Monday is kind of open for you to at least for 20, maybe 30 minutes, be able to hang with me and we talk and just converse. I catch up with you. I appreciate you. I show you love, the whole nine. Let me know what that is so I can decide on a time that I'm going to make my Mood Mondays based on the majority. All right, now the last thing I want to tell you all about, which is another huge gift, and I got to talk about this every day because it's happening next Friday, and like I'm gonna have to talk about it every day because it's the only way I'm gonna be able to get the word out to people of this gift that I'm offering. So next Friday is the first GEMS Symposium. Next Friday is the first GEMS Symposium. And GEMS stands for Giving Everyone My Science. And it's basically a concept that I started as an actual thing, like as a part of my content. I started it, I don't know, I guess half a year ago, maybe six to 8 months ago or something like that. And that is stemming from just my personality and like the encounters and conversations that I have every day and that I've had for years with just talking to people and just my motto is if I know, you know. So if there's anything that I know that can help another person, like I can't wait to share it. It feeds me to share. I don't even understand selfishness as far as keeping things to yourself. Like if you have knowledge or information, I don't get that. I know it's common. People like, I guess it's the idea of lack. I've never believed in that. And then I'm not insecure as a person. I don't struggle with insecurity. So I feel like, sharing is the thing, and I don't feel intimidated by sharing knowledge or information like somebody else is going to do something better than me or whatever. So with that, I've had countless conversations over the years, sharing with people information in the realm of technology, business, music, philosophy, like anything, history, like the whole nine. Now, the GEMS, so I decided to turn that into an actual concept with my content. And what I've been doing, if you all haven't seen it, I've been talking to people from all walks of life on the phone for my podcast. And I've been having conversations where I've just been pouring anything I can into them to help them with anything that they're trying to do. Appreciate it, Dr. Barry. Yeah, giving it forward. That's where I am. Paying it forward. Sharing enlarges your destiny. Can you please, Dr. Barry, and see, this is one of those things, right? So this is a GEMS moment, right? And this is how my mind works. So what you just said there is a very, very powerful statement. Give it forward. Sharing enlarges your territory. So here's what I want you to do, Dr. Barry. This is a gem for you. Take that same saying and exactly the way you wrote it with the dots and everything, put it on your Facebook page. And then do like I do. Put that on your Facebook page, and then under that quote, put Dr. Barry Davis Sr., right? That's a gem. Now, what I think about a lot of times is the things that we overlook. I see the value. I see the gem in it. So, and if you can drop me a line to let me know if you're going to do that. I say that because that is something, okay, what you just said is something that may seem pretty common and that kind of thing, but the way that you said it, the eloquence in the way that you said it, and the fact that in the way that you wrote it is very original, you should put that. That'll be a gift for others, and it also will bring you a lot of value as well. And yeah, like, go ahead and share that with the people, man, and just put Dr. Barry Davis. So that way, that'll be your original quote. And these are the kind of things, right? So I have been sharing for a long time. I know it is, Dr. Barry, and that's why I'm saying to do it, because what will happen is I think after a while you'll start to realize that these sayings, while many of them are natural to you, and you probably keep many of them in your mind or say them out loud, to be able to make this a part of your content. See, so basically, here's where this all comes together, right? It all converges into this GEMS concept, and why I want everybody to attend, anybody who can. It's a free event. So, legacy, right? And I'm getting ready to put together the flyer now, because like I said, we just got the date. It's kind of last minute, but I have to make it happen, and I have an open date to do it. So next Friday we'll do it. Legacy. So everybody that I know desires to leave a legacy. There's not one person that I know that's in my circle that doesn't desire to leave a legacy of some sort. So what I try to do every day with everything that I have is to leave a legacy, to do different things as far as my content and engagement and relationships with people, to leave a legacy. In addition to that, I try to help other people to do the same thing. And I've realized now that I have the talent for seeing creative ways to do that many people often overlook. The way that I've used social media and the way that I've done different things, like, it's just common sense to me. And for a while, I thought that everybody thought this way. I thought that everybody thought about using the tools in the way and using certain strategies. But then I realized after a while that, wow, this is actually just my talent. So now, instead of assuming, now I'm being intentional about helping other people with the ideas. And so legacy is what this is all about. Now, on the flyer, I'm going to have a who is this event for? I want you all to listen to me closely, because I'm hoping that this will be the thing to catch people's attention, to let them know, like, wow, I need to be there, or somebody I know needs to be there. This event is for grandmothers who have an amazing apple pie or sweet potato pie recipe, and they want their kids to know about this recipe, and they would like to do it in a little bit of a creative way that's fun, and that allows it to live and allows it to transcend down through the generations. So this is for grandmothers wanting to pass things down to their grandchildren and their children's children, just sweet old grandmothers. This event is also for business entrepreneurs, small business owners. Let's start there. This is for small business owners who have a business going, and they desire to figure out some ways to use technology or creative content in order to bring more awareness to their business and to their products and services, right? So for grandmothers who just love their grandchildren and want to pass down a recipe. For small business owners who have a business and they want to, figure out some creative ways to bring awareness. For organizations, community organizations like churches or community centers or empowerment centers and that kind of thing, that are in effect and maybe even have like members or have an audience or have in the form of a church or congregation, but they want the community to even know like that they're there, like the community is right there, and they haven't figured out, besides trying to knock on doors or they haven't figured out how to do that. This is for venues that have amazing acts and performances, and they just want even more people to know that they're there, right? This is for entrepreneurs and just general creatives. Hey, Darlene, how's your weekend? How's your Monday going? Thanks for hanging out. It's for entrepreneurs and people who, have their own businesses, or they do multiple things, and they don't know how they don't know how to bring more awareness. This is for people who are wondering what the hell a podcast is. This is for a person who's a good storyteller, right? Or who's a comedian. Really funny. Hey, Terrence, happy Monday to you, bro. Comedian, storyteller, someone who's like, you know what, I heard a podcast before. What are they? How do you use them? What is it like, right? This is for even kids. Even kids who are like, most kids nowadays. Hey, Rodney, thanks for hanging out, bro. How's everything going with the music, man? Happy Monday to you. Hope you and the family are well. For kids and teenagers, this is for kids and teenagers who are growing up in a social media and a technology environment, and they're on it, and that kind of thing, but they've never been taught how to utilize it to, say, build a business, or utilize it to be able to, work for another business and bring awareness. Like, all right, so I'll stop there, but let's just go back over that list. So this GEMS event is for grandmothers who just love their grandchildren and want to pass down some recipes or some sayings, some experiences, right, that they've gone through that they feel like they could help, help them to mold and shape their lives and make good choices. Grandmothers, small business owners who want to bring awareness and sell their products at an even greater level. What else did I mention? Kids and teens who aspire to be public figures or influencers and they just don't know the first thing about business. Community organizations that have formulas, whether it's a church or a community center or organization, people who are about the people in the community, and they have formulas set up where they're trying to deliver positive influence or messages or open their doors for different things to help the community, and they're trying to figure out how to bring more awareness to themselves in the community. Entrepreneurs who are just getting started, or people who have been, here's another one I'll add to that list, number 6, successful business owners or successful people in different fields who have achieved wild success 10 or more years ago. And nowadays, they're like, I can't keep up with all of this stuff going on because things have so changed since I rose to success or since I created my brick and mortar business and that kind of thing. Things have so changed and I just can't keep the hell up. I've tried. Like, as soon as I got on MySpace and as soon as I got the hang of that, y'all remember MySpace? That was not that long ago. And that's the reason why, another reason I'm doing this. Because things change so fast, and I just happen to be a person who always has been like on the cutting edge of things. I've been fortunate because for 17 years now I've been full-time in the music and production and creative field, so I've had the time and I also just have a passion for it. But everybody else, many other people don't have the time or the focus or the patience, right? So I'm here to be the patience for you. So last but not least in that category, the sixth person or the sixth group, which is the person who was the success story of yesteryear, when things were all brick and mortar and when we were dropping paid advertisements via mail and when billboards were the thing. But now that's not happening anymore, and they have no idea how to keep up. It's too much to manage. Every time they learn something, something changes. So this will be a giving event, Friday, November 15th, from 7 to 10 p.m. at the UB Blake Center, which is 847 North Howard Street. And it's called the GEMS Symposium. GEMS stands for Giving Everyone My Science. Free event. There'll be food and drinks available for purchase. And it's really the same as me being a musician that plays different genres of music, and I love like that. I would not prefer to play one style. I love the different genres, right? It's the difference that really keeps me entertained. This is the same way. I want to help grandmothers all the way to successful business owners. And so that's why I'm sharing this message in this way. And I hope that either you are able to attend, or even if you can't attend, please think about what I said. And if you just got here, rewind it back. But think about what I said as far as who this is for. And think about one person who you think would benefit from this that you could tell about this. If I have at least 20 people there, I'll be happy. But of course, the more the better. And I'll be presenting as far as like from my starting point all the way up to where I am now, and like the success that I've had and how I even realized that I even have these gifts, and also, what took me to the place of wanting to give back. Because my model will show a lot of people how to actually do that as well. And then after I present, then we're going to do at least a 2-hour of Q&A. And that's the part that's going to be the most fun for me, because I'll be able to talk to different people. And so, yeah, Friday, November 15th, 7 to 10 p.m., 847 North Howard Street, the UB Blake Center, the first Gem Symposium. I'm going to be trying to at least do this every quarter. I would love to do this every month if I get the support. And it's always going to be a free event because the goal is going to be the poor. You'll be able to donate if you want to help me to continue with the efforts of it. But that's that. And so look out for the flyer. I'm going to be talking about this every day because if not, I'm going to have 2 people there and everybody's going to be like, I didn't know you were doing anything. Why didn't you say anything? Because I'm not the only thing happening on social media, so I don't act like it. So I'm going to be talking about it every day until next Friday. But thank you so much. Hey, Geneva, Renee. Hey, I think this is for you as well. I think this is for everyone. Rewind this back. This is me giving to all artists, musicians, grandmothers, entrepreneurs, little kids, big kids, community organizations, the whole 9. And I think that's about it. Happy Monday to you. How was your Monday, Geneva? How was your Monday and how was your weekend? I hope you had a great weekend. If it was musical, I hope you had a great musical weekend. And I think that's about it for me. I didn't get anyone to let me know what time worked for you for Mondays, and I really need your assistance with that. So just drop a line and just say, hey, 9 to 9:30 p.m. or 12 to 1 noon because I'm at lunch. Drop a line to let me know what time frame would work for you on Mondays to be able to just pop in for a second, just so I could appreciate you, show you some love, say hello to you, see how your weekend was, and that kind of thing. So that's about it, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Marcus, thanks for popping in if you can. All right, thank you, Dr. Berry. I'm going to start giving out prizes. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start giving out prizes for answers. Okay, so Dr. Berry says 7 p.m. Okay, thank you. That's a starting point. Like I said, I'm going to need these frame of references to figure out what time I'm going to make this because I want to make a consistent time every week. So thank you. And if everyone else could follow suit, please drop a line and let me know. If you just got here, go ahead and hit it back because I want you to experience the gift that I'm giving through this offering and all these offerings. And that's about it. Happy Monday. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Unless you're on the other side of the world, and I hope you're having a wonderful morning in that case. All right, so I'll see you all soon, and look out for those videos from yesterday at Towson Unitarian Universalist Church. It was a really good time, and I can't wait to share these gifts with you. So until then, I love you, love somebody else, and we'll talk soon. Peace.